Ludicio Kids.
Once upon a time, in a small house in the heart of the forest, there lived a mother goat who was very happy with her 7 little kids. Like all mothers, the goat loved her children with all her heart.
My dear children, I must go into the forest to look for food. While I'm away, be good and stay inside the house. And above all, don't open the door to anyone. If the wolf gets in, he'll gobble you all up in one bite. The wolf has a deep, rough voice, not soft and gentle like mine. And look carefully at his paws. They're big and black, not small and white like mine.
All right, Mother, don't worry, we'll be careful.
Reassured by their promise, Mother Goat kissed them tenderly, then left the house and set off down the forest path. The little kids stayed home, playing and laughing happily. Suddenly, there was a knock at the door.
My dear little ones, open the door quickly. It's me, your mother. I've brought something tasty for you.
But the wolf's voice was deep and gruff. The kids looked at each other and shook their heads.
No, you're not our mother. Her voice is soft and clear, not rough like yours. You're the wolf. Go away, wicked wolf.
The wolf realized he had been discovered. Furious, he ran to the shop to buy a piece of chalk to soften his voice.
That'll be €1, Mr. Wolf.
He ate the chalk, hoping it would make his voice smoother. Then he went back to the little house.
Open up, my little ones. It's me, your mother. I've brought delicious things for you.
This time, his voice sounded softer, but when he placed his black paw on the window, the kids saw it and cried out.
Oh no, you're not our mother. Her paws are white and thin, not black like yours. Go away, wolf.
The wolf, even angrier now, thought of another trick. He ran to the bakery and spoke to the baker.
I've hurt my paw. Could you put some dough on it to make it better?
The baker covered his paw with dough. Then the wolf ran to the miller.
Sprinkle some white flour on my paw, or I'll eat you up.
Frightened, the miller obeyed and covered his paw with flour until it was white. Satisfied with his disguise, the wolf went back to the little house.
My dear little ones, open up. It's me, your mother. I've brought delicious treats for you.
Show us your paw first so we know it's really you.
Look, my paws are white and soft, just like your mother's.
The wolf placed his flour-covered paw against the window. When the kids saw it was white, they believed him and opened the door. The wolf jumped inside. The little kids screamed and ran to hide. One under the table, one in the bed, one in the fireplace, one in the kitchen, another in the cupboard, one under the sink, and the youngest ran as fast as he could and hid inside the big clock. The wolf searched everywhere. One by one he found them and swallowed them whole. Only the youngest, hidden in the clock, was spared. When the wolf's belly was full, heavy and round, he waddled out of the house and lay down under a tree in the meadow to take a nap. A little later, Mother Goat came home from the forest with her basket full of fresh grass and vegetables, but as soon as she reached the house, she saw that the door was wide open.
My children, where are you? Answer me.
She called again and again, her heart pounding with fear. Then she heard a tiny voice.
I'm here, Mother. I'm in the clock.
The little one jumped out of the clock and ran into her arms.
Oh, my darling, you're alive, but where are your brothers?
Mother, the wolf came. He tricked everyone with his white paws. He ate them all, every one of them.
Poor Mother Goat burst into tears. Then, looking out, she saw the wolf sleeping under a tree, his belly huge and round, but as she looked closer, she saw something moving inside his belly.
Quick, my child, run home and bring me scissors and a needle with some thread. Maybe it's not too late to save your brothers.
Yes, Mother, I'll be right back.
The little kid ran off and soon returned with what she needed. With great courage, Mother Goat cut open the wolf's belly. One by one, the 6 little kids climbed out, alive but frightened. Their joy at being together again was beyond words.
Quickly, children, bring me some big stones. We'll fill the wolf's belly before he wakes up.
The kids brought heavy stones, and together they filled the wolf's belly. Then Mother Goat carefully sewed it shut. After a while, the wolf woke up. His belly felt heavy and strange.
Ugh, it rumbles, it grumbles, my belly growls. I thought I ate 6 little kids, but something feels so heavy inside.
He went to the well to drink some water, but when he bent over, the stones in his belly were so heavy that he lost his balance and, splash, fell right into the well. The wolf thrashed about, but the stones dragged him down to the bottom, and that was the end of the wicked wolf.
The wolf is gone. He's gone forever.
And so, Mother Goat and her 7 little kids lived happily and safely ever after, dancing and laughing each day. They all learned that courage, love, and wisdom can overcome trickery and danger.
The Wolf and the 7 Little Goats. Deep in a lush green forest lived a wolf who was always hungry. This wolf ate so much, but he never felt full. He wandered the forest day and night, chasing food. Sometimes he couldn't catch the food he really wanted. At such times, he'd go to his den and howl, "Should I chew on stones from hunger?" The wolf's neighbor, the hyena, was smarter than the wolf. Without tiring or running, he caught his prey using traps. Though the wolf admired him, he wasn't smart enough to set traps. One day he went to the hyena to join his rich feast. But the hyena was just as sly and greedy as the wolf. He said, "I'd love to host you, wolf brother, but I must eat first. There's only enough for me," and made him wait outside. From that day, the wolf got determined. "I must get smarter and learn to trap, or I'll starve." A few days later, the hungry wolf left his den and discovered a cottage in the forest. He was very curious about who lived there. He quietly approached the cottage. To avoid being seen, he peeked through the trees and watched the cottage carefully. Inside lived a mother goat and her 7 kids happily. One kid was jumping on the hay. 2 kids were playing with a ball. 2 were swinging, and the other 2 were picking flowers. The mother goat was baking a pie in the kitchen. The wolf was so hungry that his mouth watered at the sight. Thinking he found food for a whole week, he smiled with delight. He was just about to pounce and gobble them all up when he paused. He thought it was the perfect time to set a trap, just like his clever neighbor, the hyena. The wolf hid all night, watching the cottage and making plans. When the sun rose in the morning, the mother goat, unaware of anything, kissed her kids and was about to leave. But before leaving, she warned them about the dangerous wolf in the forest. She said, "I'm going to the market, my little goats. Be careful and don't open the door to anyone." Remember what I taught you." While the mother goat gave strict warnings for their safety, the kids listened carefully and then said goodbye. The mother goat took her basket and left the house. The little goat started playing inside the house. The sneaky wolf, seeing the mother goat leave, jumped at the opportunity. Now he had a plan to make the little goats open the door easily. If he disguised himself as their mother, they might be fooled and open the door. The wolf picked a dress from the laundry drying in a nearby yard. He quickly put it on and walked away. When the homeowner went to collect the laundry, they were surprised to find one dress missing. Who in the forest would take a dress for someone as tall as me? Of course, it never occurred to them that a wolf might have taken it. The hungry wolf broke 2 carob pods off a tree branch and wore them like a goat. He laughed and said to himself, "If they open the door, there's no reason they won't think I'm their mother." A farmer came to collect the carob pods and was surprised to see broken branches and missing pods. Who could damage a goat horn tree like this in the middle of the forest? He wondered. Of course, he never thought a wolf might be responsible. Even in disguise, the wolf ran quickly to the cottage door. He knocked on the door. The kids, expecting only their mother, got excited and rushed to the door. One wanted to open the door right away, but another stopped them. "We must first find out who it is before we open the door," one of the little goats said. Then one of the little goats called out, "Who is it?" The wolf was about to answer in his own voice, but paused. He reminded himself to stick to the plan and answered in a high-pitched, goat-like voice. "It's me, your mother. Come on, open the door." One of the kids cheered, "It's our mother, hooray!" But another warned, "But our mother's feet aren't black. Look, these feet are pitch black." Indeed, the feet visible under the door were pitch black. One little goat said, "Our mother has white feet. Yours are black. You are not our mother." Realizing the kids didn't believe him, the wolf ran to a bakery. He poured a whole sack of flour over his feet. Now his feet were white like the goats, and he ran back to the cottage. The baker was shocked to see an empty flour sack in front of his shop. Who would come to my bakery and waste a whole sack of flour, he thought. Of course, he never imagined a wolf could be behind it. Meanwhile, the wolf knocked on the goat's door again. The little goats asked, "Who is it?" In a gentle voice like the mother goats, he said, "It's me, your mother. Open the door." Hearing the soft voice and seeing the white feet under the door, they thought it was truly their mother. One of them cheered, "Hooray! Our mother, she's here," and opened the door. At first, the visitor looked like their mother, but within seconds they realized it was the hungry, dangerous wolf, and it was too late. The moment the door opened, the wolf burst into the cottage. The little goats screamed, "Help! It's a wolf! Help us!" and scattered everywhere. One hid under the table, another crawled into the bed, a third hid in the corner of the closet, the fourth climbed into the stove, the fifth ran into the kitchen, the sixth hid behind the curtain, and the seventh goat hid inside the big clock on the wall. But the clever wolf moved quickly and caught them one by one from their hiding spots. Only the seventh one inside the clock was not found. Thinking, this many goats will surely fill me up, he carried them in a big sack to his dark den. The hyena was very surprised to see the wolf with a huge sack full of goats. "Wow, how did you manage to hunt like that?" he asked. The wolf smugly replied, "I used my brain and set a trap," and laughed. The hyena said he wanted to visit the wolf as a guest, but the wolf replied, "It's my mealtime now, and there's only enough for me." After a while, the mother goat finally returned to the cottage. But the door was open, and the inside was a mess. The mother searched everywhere but couldn't find her kids. She began to cry, "My babies, where are you, my little goats?" Hearing her crying, the little goat came out of the clock and ran to her. He hugged her tightly and told her everything that happened. "Mommy, a hungry wolf took all my siblings. I'm the only one who escaped." The mother goat immediately went to the wolf's den with her kid. The hyena saw the mother goat coming to rescue her babies, but he didn't tell the wolf about it. He knew one goat wasn't enough for a full meal, so he just returned to his own den. Meanwhile, the mother goat heard her little one's voices from inside. She turned to her kid and said, "This is the wolf's den. We must be very careful now, my dear." The mother goat and her kid made a brilliant plan to save the little goats. They stood on opposite sides of the den. At that moment, the hungry wolf had his mouth wide open, ready to eat one of the kids. The mother goat and her kid waved their arms to cast a big shadow inside the wolf's den. The shadow looked like a huge bear. The mother goat deepened her voice like a bear and said, "I am a giant bear, very hungry. There must be a wolf here I can eat," she growled. The wolf truly believed a bear had come to eat him. He was terrified. He left the 6 captured kids behind and ran away in fear. He ran so fast he didn't even notice the mother goat and her kid standing at the entrance. While running, he shouted, "Help! A bear! It's going to eat me." The hyena saw him and smirked, saying, "That wolf really doesn't have a brain." The hungry wolf disappeared into the depths of the forest. The little goats were still too afraid to come out of the wolf's den. They truly believed a bear had come. But when the mother goat and her kid came in and showed themselves, they realized the truth and hugged her with joy. Together they left the wolf's den and returned to their cozy cottage. The mother goat hugged her kids tightly and told them how brave they were. From that day on, the mother goat and her 7 kids lived safely in their forest cottage. And the bad wolf never returned to that forest again.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl who was loved by everyone, especially her grandmother. She didn't know what to do to please her. One day, she gave her a little red velvet cap that suited her so well that she didn't want to wear anything else. So she was called Little Red Riding Hood.
Come here, Little Red Riding Hood. Here is a piece of cake and a bottle of wine. Take them to your grandmother. She is sick and weak. She will enjoy them. Hurry, before it gets too hot. And when you are on your way, be good and do not stray from your path. Otherwise, you might break the bottle, and your grandmother would have nothing.
And when you arrive at her place, don't forget to say hello. And don't snoop around everywhere. I will do everything properly.
The little girl said goodbye to him. The grandmother lived far away, in the middle of the forest, half an hour from the village. When Little Red Riding Hood entered the woods, she met the wolf, but she did not know it was a wicked creature and was not afraid of it.
Hello, Little Red Riding Hood, how are you?
Well, thank you, Lou.
Where are you going so early, Little Red Riding Hood?
At my grandmother's.
What are you carrying in your basket?
Cake and wine. Yesterday, we baked, and it will be good for my grandmother. It will strengthen her.
Where does your grandmother live, Little Red Riding Hood?
Oh, about a good 15 minutes from here, in the forest. Her house is under the 3 big oak trees. Below, there is a hazel hedge. You know which house I'm talking about.
Oh yes, it's a very pretty house.
And the wolf thought,
Here is a dish so young and tender, a real treat. It will be even better than the old one. I must be clever to catch them both.
He accompanied her for a bit of the way and said,
Red Riding Hood, see these beautiful flowers around us. Why don't you look at them? I feel like you're not even listening to how beautifully the birds are singing. You're walking as if you're going to school, while everything is so lovely here in the forest.
Little Red Riding Hood opened her eyes, and when she saw how the sunbeams danced here and there through the trees and how everything was full of flowers, she thought it would be nice to pick some for her grandmother. She left the path, entered the woods, and picked flowers. And each time she picked one, she saw a prettier one farther away, and went to get it, going deeper and deeper into the forest. The wolf, meanwhile, ran straight to the grandmother's house.
he knocked on the door.
Who's there?
It's Little Red Riding Hood bringing you cake and wine.
Pull the latch. I am too weak and cannot get up.
The wolf pulls the latch, the door opens, and without saying a word, he approaches the grandmother's bed and swallows her. He puts on his clothes, puts on his cap, lies down in his bed, and draws the curtains. Meanwhile, Little Red Riding Hood had been picking flowers. When the girl had so many that she could barely carry them, she suddenly remembered her grandmother and set off again to go to her. She was very surprised to see the door open.
And when she entered the room, it seemed so strange to her that she said to herself, "My God, how fearful I am today. Usually, I am happy to be with my grandmother." She exclaimed, "Hello," but there was no response. She approached the bed and drew the curtains.
The grandmother was lying there, her cap pulled very high over her face. She looked strange.
Oh, grandmother, what big ears you have.
It's to hear you better.
Oh, grandmother, what big eyes you have.
It's to see you better.
Oh, grandmother, what big hands you have.
It's to better hold you in my arms, my girl.
Oh, grandmother, what a horrible and big mouth you have.
It's to eat you well.
As soon as the wolf had spoken these words, he jumped out of bed and swallowed poor Little Red Riding Hood. When the wolf had satisfied his hunger, he lay back down, fell asleep, and began to snore loudly.
A hunter was just passing in front of the house. He said to himself, "How this old woman snores. I must see if she needs anything."
He enters the room, and when he reaches the bed, he sees that it is a wolf lying there.
Ah, is it you, bandit? I've been looking for you for a long time.
He prepares to fire. When suddenly the idea occurs to him that the wolf might have swallowed the grandmother and that it might still be possible to save her. He doesn't shoot but takes scissors and starts to open the belly of the sleeping wolf. He had barely made a few cuts when he sees Little Red Riding Hood.
A few more cuts and there she is, coming out of the wolf alive.
Ah, how scared I was, how dark it was inside the wolf's belly.
And then the grandmother comes out in dirt, barely able to breathe. Little Red Riding Hood quickly goes to find large stones. They fill the wolf's belly with them. When he woke up, he wanted to run away, but the stones were so heavy that he collapsed to the ground and died. The three of them were very happy. The hunter skinned the wolf and took it home. The grandmother ate the cake and drank the wine that Little Red Riding Hood had brought. She felt completely rejuvenated.
Little Red Riding Hood, however, thought, God, I will never leave my path again to wander in the forest when my mom has forbidden it.
Legizio Kids. Legizio Kids.